difference between being a good partner, a good leader, or even a good father is not experience. It's actually your mindset. I've told you in the previous video how having a fixed mindset can ruin your life, and in this video I'm going to show you how it can ruin your relationship. But I'm not here to give you only troubles, right? I will also give you the solution, 3 different things that we can do in order to improve our relationships. Speaking of which, I've been in relationships where they don't know how to express their feelings, and it basically comes down to an all or nothing. I don't think it's only me. I think it's what's said out there in the world. People no longer commit. The moment you fail, they want to leave. The moment you do something they dislike, they want to pack their bags and be gone from your life forever. And those are just examples of a fixed mindset. Because if you were to have a growth mindset, you will not think about all or nothing. You will think about what caused this, what am I doing right or wrong here, and what can we do to improve, to continue building this relationship? Because just like you have flaws, I know I'm not a perfect individual. And that's just the personal aspect of it. If you want to think about family, I fear to say your mom and your dad, they cannot transmit the things that they don't have. And the same thing will apply to you. The moment you want to, if you don't know the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset and the different type of leaderships that there are, how are you supposed to help your children have a beautiful and successful life? Because let me give you an example here. Dad, and I'm going to be a little bit general here, so no judgment. Dad leaves our house, he goes to work, he brings in the money, and when he gets home, he's expecting things from mom and from his kid. From mom, it could be the food on the table and the clothes be clean. From the kid, it could be picking up your toys, making sure that you did your homework. And if you did right, hey, here's some money. But if you didn't, hey, why is this not completed? And then it's dangerous because he may start yelling and blaming things on others just because he's very strict and has high standards. On the other hand, mom, she will take care of us. She will try to protect us from dangerous situations. But the more she protects us, the more exposed we will be once she's gone. Mom may not be there to protect us from everything. And even though she may have good intentions, doing things for us and giving us the answer that we need and helping us financially may not be the best thing that she can do, because that's just a short-term solution. You hear this all the time, right? Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Anyways, if you have these type of examples in your life, then it comes down to you to find the right balance. How strict I'm going to be, how organized I'm going to be, how disciplined I'm going to be, and at the same time, how loving and how caring I will be with others around me. If you go to work and you get a leadership position and you haven't worked out your balance, you may have that type of leadership at work, which is authoritarian leadership or transactional leadership, where I will have high standards for my employees, but there will be low to zero support. And if they do something wrong, then I'm going to threaten them with an administrative letter, relying on compliance, rules, and consequences to drive performance. And if you're more like your mom, then you will have a laissez-faire leadership style or permissive leadership. So there will be low standards and extremely high support. You feel comfortable, but at the same time, it's limiting your growth. These type of leaders will not let people struggle productively. They will not delegate things because they don't want to stress them out, because they may quit the job. They won't assign different set of responsibilities because they don't want to overwhelm the employees, and they rather just let them do whatever they can. My final invitation for you in this video, after you balance out the lessons from mom, dad, come up with your strong leadership style, mentorship, coaching leadership style, where you are strict, yes, you set the right expectations, but hey, I will also be supporting you and giving you the tools that you need in order to get there. And hear me out. Once you get the results, I will be there for you. Simple palm on the shoulder, or hey, congratulations. And being there for someone, offering support, it does not necessarily mean, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee every day after work and let me know how can I be of help. It can be as simple as a word of encouragement or just giving access to a different platform so that you can complete the task that I assigned you. It will be part of my work to invest in your growth, but also hold you accountable for those results. One extra thing here that can change everything, come closer. Believe in your potential. It feels extremely good whenever you hear, I trust you. Whenever they give you that empowerment to take decisions. Whenever they trust your potential. Anyways, the three things that we can do in order to get there are ask more questions so that people find the answer themselves instead of you telling them straightforward what it is that they need to do. And I actually saw this example this week. They were discussing about a compensation and my leader asked the representative, what would you do? What factors are you considering? How much would you give? And she got to a number at the end by herself. Number two, something known as active listening or responsive listening. People like to feel heard, cared about, and valued. And it could be as simple as repeating a word from the last sentence or paraphrasing things to make sure that you are on that mutual agreement. And number three, transparency. Tell them up front, what are you going to do and why are you going to do it before you actually do it? If I had to add a little bit more on this last point, it's about communication. And I will end this video saying that the mindset can having the right mindset can lift yourself, the person that you love the most, the person that you care about the most, your teammates, and also the full company. But again, the choice is yours.